Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void on the series JG. We've got, really, if memory serves, 2 missions to go. One of which is you start at a base that will fall under attack, but you must conquer a big map full of enemies. And the final of which is you must hold out for a certain amount of time against infinite waves of enemies. So, classic Starcraft. I can't help but think that the original Starcraft and in Brood War, the final campaign mission was always you have a huge map that you have to conquer, and then Wings of Liberty went ahead and had its final mission be you must hold against infinite waves. Heart of the Swarm did a you must hold against infinite waves mission in the middle and went with conquer a big map full of baddies. But yeah, StarCraft 2 does seem to favor this more than the original StarCraft did. But it would throw in missions like that periodically. That being said, I don't know how unconfident to be going into these last few missions, but I'm going to be using the Sphere of Adun abilities. Try to remember to use them as much as possible to make these missions bearable. There is an epilogue campaign where we have a Protoss mission, a Terran mission, and a Zerg mission, which is really meant to be the toughest StarCraft 2 had to offer before the Nova campaign special missions, which I'm probably going to do, but I might not do straight away. So, I think we chatted with everybody, but let's check in.
The Psi Matrix is destroyed. Let us now take our fight to Amon. The way I have chosen is not easy, but it is right.
Good for you. Good for you, Father. Sorry. There's actual dialogue with you.
I cannot begin to understand.
Yeah, okay, so we've definitely been through all this before. Let's see. What do I want to do as a strategy? I really like motherships. Mothership Void Ray is a good combination. But motherships, they're weird. They really favor you doing a lot of spellcasting because they've got Black Hole, which traps and stuns units, Thermal Lance, damages enemy units in a line, Blink teleports a mothership. I mean, they're one that they really take advantage of you actively controlling a unit, not just parking it. I could see using Arbiters along with Carriers, maybe. Because Arbiters will cloak nearby friendly units. You could have them be behind. But detection's kind of everywhere. Like, they've always got a million Overseers. If I'm going to use Arbiters at all, this would be the mission to do it in. I enjoyed using the Mothership. We did get a chance to see Tempests. We haven't actually seen Carriers yet. So maybe this is the time. Wrathwalkers are just, they look very similar to Carriers. They just have ground and air attack instead of ground. And it's more about big blasts to heavy targets. But, Reavers, I can't. I guess they're good against structures. I think we'll stick with Colossus. Dark Archons is going to be a lot of fun. Ascendants, not that interested in. I think, again, you'd have to be very actively using them. Corsairs haven't really done too much with them.
The skies await.
Can't see myself doing much with any of these, actually. But it might be time to switch to Phoenixes, just as they can be useful against ground units in a way that I don't think stationary defenses will be a problem. I think it's going to be masses of enemies. Good old-fashioned Dark Templars. I still like me some Sentries, even if other folks say use Havocs, Vanguards, Dragoons, Sentinels. I think we're good. So I'm going to try in this one a little bit of Arbiter Carrier action, although that's very expensive. And for the Solar Knight, I meant to check and see if we could get any Solar Knight beyond what we already have. I think I think you don't have any more opportunities to get Solo Benite in the IR missions. So I think we're going to go with what we got. Chrono Surge, Solo Lance Orbital Simulators, Shield Overcharge, Reconstruction Beam, Time Stop. Other than Solo Lance, I haven't given myself a lot of offense. Because I went Time Stop instead of Phoenix can be an offensive thing. Matrix Overloads, all friendly units gain 25% bonus to movement speed and 15% bonus to attack while positioned within a pylon's power field. Nah, I think Reconstruction Beam is more of a cheap tactic for somebody like me because it'll keep my carriers alive. Let's get on with it here.
Now that the Psi Matrix has fallen, Amon cannot warp the Golden Armada back to Ire to defend himself. We must destroy his host body before it fully awakens. For the sake of our people, we cannot falter.
So if it seems like my voice is a little hushed, I apologize. I am once again recording on vacation with family, sleeping elsewhere in the vacation house. Let's jump in now and see what we can do here. Uh-oh. Quick launch, and suddenly the lights are going. It's getting all spooky here. I'm so scared, guys. It's getting spooky.
Your actions have not eluded my gaze, Artanis. Your plans are not hidden from me. And you are too late. Behold, the form of your god. The culmination of a cycle set into motion when the stars...
Yeah, but History Lady says you have no nobility left, so...
your beginning, so shall I be your end.
Okay. Seems like I'm not really interested in following that, though.
Artanis, your people, your beliefs, your color, everything. A lie. There is nothing left.
I am generic evil man.
You are wrong. We are finally free to become something
Terrans!
more,
Wait,
and
that's not
you
right.
will not stop us. Brace yourself for the full might of the
For the
First
full
War.
reaching fury of the ultimate warrior. Okay. We will see. Your army will obey your every command until their death. It's important to keep a close eye on them to ensure that you do not die in vain. Well, thanks for that advice, game. That's very helpful. We've got giant Amon body being born here. That's a little creepy. This is going to be one I'm going to have a hard time. I'm going to have a lot of attacks early. Turtling behind defenses for a long time is probably unwise because I'll need to get some momentum going and expand to take some bases, but it's going to be hard to get a big unstoppable Protoss death ball going here. This mission, I'm not expecting it to be easy.
So this is Amon's host body. An abomination made from the flesh of our brethren and the Overmind's carcass.
Ooh, gross.
Indeed, Hierarch. My sensors indicate his form is consuming void energies at an alarming rate. In this state, even our most powerful weaponry will have no effect upon Amon.
Oh, great. So it's an invincible boss master. Wonderful.
These shards, they generate void energy, drain life around them to feed his host body. They must be destroyed.
Sure.
The land near them has been destabilized. It's almost as if he's terraforming the area, turning it into the void.
What?
Wait. The shards are opening rifts, summoning entities to defend them.
Then we are running out of time. Warriors, ready your blades. We fight for the future of Ire.
Okay, so how many entrances do I have to defend
Void
here?
shards must be destroyed.
Really,
if we hope to
two.
strike at Amon's host form. Fight well, Templar.
Relax, warriors. Wait, don't relax. Actually, it's pretty important that we not relax too much here. Do I have a forge? I do not have a forge, which means even though I start with some probes, can't actually build cannons
Amon
yet.
is continually opening rifts to protect the shards. We will need to attack before the defenders become overwhelming.
Yeah. So I need to get some defenses going. Don't have enough pylons. Crap. Oh, because it took the... Okay, never mind.
You have not enough minerals.
Try to wait a minute before I build more, waiting for these pylons to come in. Okay. Now get the economy up and running. Okay. Okay. Don't actually need another one of those guys anyway. Alright, so that was a good use of the, if I keep the army positioned up here, this might be a good enough spot for... Oh. Can the rest of you guys help here with this stock? They just killed the Dragoon because the rest of my army just kind of decided they didn't care. Oh, I need a new Dragoon now.
I have returned.
Okay, I don't want to get into this trap of just building defenses, though. Although, for my strategy,
Break the cycle of the cell.
I'm gonna need air going.
Artanis, I am detecting a large number of void entities inbound on our nexus point. Get ready to defend.
Okay.
Make use of me.
This would be a good time to use any of these. Actually, that costs nothing. This costs 50. So it could take a bit of a risk and try to pull them into this, then do a time stop and run in and use Solo Lance to kill this thing. I wonder if that would work. I shouldn't be just sitting here doing nothing while I wait, but... That worked out fairly well. void entities, which of course include Terrans. That's not going to be enough, is it? I don't know how long they're frozen for. 20 seconds. That's not even close to enough. Okay, let's try doing something else. It's possible that I probably want to hold off against their very first attack. But I'll need to have more ground for. I need to have more damage dealing ability than I had there. Because freezing time for 20 seconds, maybe I could have gotten some damage done to their forces defending that thing, but it's pretty apparent that wasn't going to be enough to...
The void shards must be destroyed if we hope to strike at Amon's host form. Fight well, Templar.
Speak your demands. The void reflects my will, and I will your destruction.
Well, that's
Amon's
not fun
continue
for us.
opening rifts to protect the shards. We will need to attack before the defenders become overwhelming.
The enemy shall be purified. Identify our foe.
Okay. Don't want to get supply blocked, so I'm going to need to throw down some supporting warriors. What am I talking about? No, pylons. I'm going to need to throw down pylons. I think the next wave also occurred here.
You have not enough minerals.
I do not have enough minerals, guys.
You have not enough.
Mm-hmm. Not enough minerals, I know. Got an okay, I came out with an extra one that time. That was actually an error. But I think it'll be okay. Let's get... Never mind. Get my army attacking. Okay. At some point I need to save some freaking resources for getting an air force going, if that's my plan, but...
You must construct additional
There not satisfied with my pylon coverage.
You must construct additional pylons. I will break the cycle of the Zelnaga.
Artanis, I am detecting a large number of void entities inbound on our nexus point. Get ready to defend.
Okay. Takes 300 seconds for this to get going. Doesn't consume any energy though. So I probably do want to use time stop when I'm attacking to wipe out as many of their defenders as I can, as opposed to using it to beat this little objective here. Okay, wasted actions waiting for these guys.
Upgrade complete.
But I do want to pull them into the cannons. Okay, I lost one cannon to an attack that actually had a little plot. They're sending stuff, sir, type message, so that's not too bad. This entrance is going to be vulnerable for a while. Eventually, I'm going to be at a place where I expand over here, and this gate won't be that big of a deal, but they'll always, I think, be able to sneak around all the way down here. Okay, fleet beacon and robotics bay. I don't know what you need for arbiter stuff. I won't be able to do. Won't be able to do that for a while yet.
Upgrade complete.
And I'm going to need to get more gateways too. I can build a secret warp tunnel working on the drain.
There are several locations surrounding Amon's farm that would serve as excellent forward outposts. Clear out the enemy, and our forces will provide you with additional support.
Don't have enough gas. I am being too aggressive with what I want to do. This requires a fleet beak. Okay, it's still coming in. Arbiters I can already build, but I don't have enough gas. I'm going to have to expand before I can start going air. Okay. Idle worker is now mining, so he's no longer idle. Let's get some gateways going.
Upgrade complete.
Okay.
Upgrade.
Got the... Still haven't used the shield freezy thing. I'm nervous that I'm spending too much time hanging back.
This warrior awakens. You shall all serve. I bring order.
Hierarch, we're tracking multiple flying entities heading for this point.
Multiple flying entities. Alright.
Upgrade complete. I had returned. This warrior awakens.
Okay. The flying entities are coming over this way, so that's fine. They are already heading for the cannons. Hopefully they're not all guardians. They're not. There's a mix of things.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, that actually worked out alright. But I'm going to get overwhelmed if I keep defending, so... Let's get you boys in position. Let's throw down a save in the assumption that what I've been doing has been okay so far. And let's charge. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's always kind of a big push to get this first base.
This warrior awakens.
Alright, that should shut them down.
We have done it. Warriors, press forward.
We want to secure the secret warp zones. We're working on the drain.
We meet the enemy in battle. Base is under attack. This warrior awakens.
Oh, I thought there were. Never mind. I thought there was. What you call them?
We meet the enemy in battle.
Oh, this is not a small feat to capture this base. I thought maybe this was already simple.
Upgrade complete.
But it looks like it's going to be a little work here. Maybe this is ill-advised. It's an infested Terran base. Oh, and there's sunken colonies, which is kind of a special... It's worth taking over this place because it's a special. It's going to bring our allies into the map, as it were. Really changes the game as far as what we have to do to succeed. I guess we gotta kill all nearby Zerg, or the Scourge count.
Well done, Hierarch. My Nerazim are establishing a position now.
As the Hierarch, this vessel is under assault.
This is my Arbiter, and it's in... Did they already kill the carriers, or what's going on? Oh, shoot. Wow, okay, so they just murdered my Air Force that I spent all this resources on. Oh, never mind. The carriers had not arrived yet.
Rift detected. Expect another onslaught of void entities soon.
You must construct additional pylons.
Okay, I need to get defenses established and get that new base going, but... Now... You guys are attacking my allies. But they're attacking my allies because they're on the way towards me. I don't think they're going to take out my allies' base. They're coming towards me. I think we can try to hold them at a choke point here. Bring them into the range of the longer range cannons. Not that they're like massively powerful, but yeah. The carriers should make a difference. Okay, so this... I guess these are the main areas, or they're coming along this path. I don't know exactly how... This... Never mind, you can walk across this. It is like a rift border of some kind, but it doesn't actually indicate that you can't get through. Okay, we need to just get out of here and... So we're basically going to hold this position with the main army and get a new base going. And this is going to give us a lot of gas, which is going to be incredibly important towards getting that Air Force that I've been dreaming about. And obviously, we're going to want pylon fields around here where I can throw towers and just generally warping troops. Okay, the Nerazim are all set up. I don't think they will ever get knocked out of the map, or the game, as it were. I think I should have plenty of resources to spend. I shouldn't have to scrimp on cannons at this point, as far as just making this place fairly defensible. Are you stuck? You are stuck. Ah, damn it. Alright, cancel. Get out. This, then get back to work. You guys, I want centered here. Another arbiter, a couple carriers.
Engaging foe. Our pylon is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Okay. Need to get some workers going here. Gas is not coming in as fast as I would like, but
Hierarch, my Dark Templar are moving to strike against Amon.
This universe will be redeemed.
Void entities detected, marking their location. They are heading towards our nexus point now.
okay. No, that's not what I meant to do. Come in there, grab that gas, and get out, get out, get out! Run away!
I have returned. This warrior awakens. We feel your presence.
Start heading down this way. Again, this is always going to get attacked, but I think I've got Kaidaran monoliths that are making it a lot harder for them to just kind of come in unopposed. Okay. Getting some depletion starting. I don't need that many arbiters, but I need Vespene coming in, and I'm already running out of... Yeah, these Vespene... This is gone. Okay. This is the problem. You need to expand because you just run out of stuff. What if I just got the arbiters to be group 4 and the carriers to be group 5, and together they made their way up here with the rest of the military is group 1, so that we don't just get completely
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. I have returned. This warrior. We are ready. Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Dark Templar, strike with great fury.
figure I should be using these Spear of Vidun skills, right? There's a hybrid Reaver. Let's take him out while he's frozen. You guys still fighting anyone over here? No, you won your fight. There's Amon's body. Butt massage machine. Who wants a butt massage? None of you guys are a threat to my Air Force, so... Okay.
Establishing purifier fortifications now. We
Alright.
the war hierarch.
This is good. Basically, it means I've got my, got another ally on the field. If I get all the way to the southeast, I'll get the, Tal'Darim on the field, I believe. And that should put me in pretty good place.
Purification is at hand.
Okay. Alright, working on my last upgrade, so we'll have 333. Probably should be doing... because this place is way overmined. Probably should do... I've got so many minerals, and I don't have the actions per minute to use all of them.
The blades of Shakuras descend upon the Dark God.
None can defy my will.
Another wave of void entities is on approach, Hierarch.
Might as well just kind of move up here and help them, right? I want to make them do the work. Because the enemy forces do get worse as you give them time.
Carefully, Hierarch. Destroying a void shard has increased the strength of the remaining four.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, they're not messing around here, are they? Let's focus in on killing this guy quickly as we can. Because that'll get rid of this spawning at least, if not...
And purify.
Yeah, I lost a lot of guys there, didn't I? Jeez.
Has been destroyed. I can already sense Amon's protection weakening.
Oh, there's resources up here. I should probably take them, huh? Unless this becomes the new base for the purifiers and I'm not supposed to take it. But I don't know if your allied forces even operate normally as far as what bases do. Okay.
bite.
Good for you, Nerazim. We're all real proud of you. Aha! Sneaking out carriers at super speed. Okay, let's get the army down here, because the Nerazim are doing some good, but they're about to get overwhelmed. Well, I got carriers that are hanging out here already, so... What I kind of want to do is... Here. I threw down an awful lot of carriers there, so I'm not, like, completely chock full of minerals anymore, but...
Purifier forces, head out and support our Hierarch's warriors.
Kind of want to get my entire army down here and then just march on the Tal'Darim without doing anything else if I can. Because it seems like if you get past the initial part of this, it's not too bad. This starts out pretty rough when you're under all those attacks, but it gets a little bit more relaxed after. We remain Gangstar. The lovely combination of a Zerg base defended by carriers. I guess I'm coming through here over the course of...
Dark Templar are moving to strike against Amon.
The void shards
I can't really get to the Tal'Darim without marching through this base. It's...
cautiously. We do not fully understand their power.
Well done, Templar. The third shard has fallen before us. You deny the truth and prove your existence is without meaning.
You guys suck.
Expunged. No trace of your suffering shall remain.
Sensors are detecting a large group of void entities moving against our nexus point.
Well, if we cut them off... There they are. Not a whole lot of use our zealots can do, but we can mess some stuff up pretty good. I really don't want to engage all this on the way to the Tal'Darim, but I probably just need to wipe this out and then not get pulled any further in.
As the Hierarch wins,
Oh, you guys are in trouble.
ignite your blades. We take this fight to Amon himself.
No. We are going to attempt to sideswipe this. Get over here, you guys. I know some of you entered the north entrance and you were lost. Oh, they even had things that I didn't think showed up yet, like the Terran Liberators.
The remaining shards are bleeding void energy. Approaching them will be extremely dangerous.
What do you think?
Templars have engaged the enemy.
I thought I had another one of those surges ready to go, and I don't.
Dark Templar, strike with great fury.
Alright, so this will get the... It does appear that Arbiters and Carriers together are a pretty good combo, because the Arbiters are pretty tanky.
Downfall is at hand. Tal'Darim, your High Lord demands the Dark God's blood. Do not disappoint me.
All 3 forward positions have been secured, Artanis. Now, let us bring an end to Amon.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I don't need you to tell me that, okay? We might as well grab...
Unmitigated chaos.
I don't know that we need these bases, but things get really nasty at the last couple of spots, because these are another one of those maps where the enemies aren't really based on production structures. It's just, oh, void crystals, infinite spawning like eventually it gets to like stupid amounts of shit attacking out of every one of these. Oh wow, look at how many military pop we lost.
March for victory. Victory nears, my brothers. Fight with all
The Purifiers are marching for it and everything.
engaging foe.
See, these are like normal Protoss buildings, but mostly it's just void shards full of nonsense. Can you guys fly right past Amon's little plot zone here? Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. Everybody up here gathering minerals. Tal'Darim got their base going. Okay, we're at maximum supply, which makes it a good time to be throwing cannons around everywhere.
The blades of Shakuras descend upon the Dark God.
How is it? Oh, you can't get out. Okay, unacceptable command. It is against God's will.
Another wave of void entities is incoming.
Warriors, slaughter all who oppose my will.
I think we've got this, guys. It's gonna be a really ugly fight at the end, but I think we've got it. Those Arbiters never did die either, that's nice. Their shields got knocked out a few times, but they never went down. Okay, let's just flat out freeze time and go in. This is why it's considered OP.
This is it, brothers.
So we just have a huge group of guys come right in the middle of all this with... Oh, look at this. Look at the amount of defenders here, too. Ground forces would have been totally hosed. Alright, so what's happening with you, Amon? Do you even notice?
Abandon your fear. The end of an age is at hand.
No.
Seems like it went pretty good.
Form has awakened.
Oh, I just killed all the 5 magical void thingies.
All vessels, ready your weapons, now!
I was taking out my initial base, so I guess I need to rebuild the production structures, but... It's Sabu.
Templar, unleash your fury!
Blow up lots of shit, Templar! Fuck them up!
Void energy levels dropping. Amon's host has been destroyed.
Ready the keystone, Karax. Our final stand approaches.
Pretty cool. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. It had a little save scumming to get out of the very beginning. Honestly, I just had one premature attack which wiped out my army. And once I made myself wait until I had stuff ready, the stop time of enemies for 20 seconds, yeah, like anybody who really prides themselves on being like a super high level Starcraft player who is still doing the story content rather than just concentrating entirely on multiplayer, they will say that that is OP and that they don't use it. Same goes for Mass Void Rays. But I mean, this mission, time stop, maybe not. You could have said, oh, I'm not going to use time stop on this mission. I'm too cool for that shit. But it's definitely a mission that has, they give you all these bases with lots and lots of Vespin because, and I appreciate this, they want to give you a chance to just have fun and use mass carriers. And in this case, carriers with arbiters, making them invisible. How much of a difference did that make? It's hard to say. They had observers and overseers, which die very quickly when being attacked by carriers, of course, but in the end, was the fact that they were invisible really making a difference, or is it just the fact that it's a huge army of carriers who can auto-repair each other, and they're like a death ball that couldn't be stopped anyway? I don't know. But I lost a lot. 69 units. Ooh, sexy. Nothing lost to void shards, which is interesting. But yeah, that was a fun mission, and I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. But we're just about ready to wrap this story up. Nothing here is working correctly. Destroy void shard with the assistance of your allied Protoss force. Try 2 shooting void shards in 150 seconds. I've broken the achievements, which seems to happen sometimes when I play on different difficulty levels and from different save states, but by save states I just mean saves. So that does seem to have broken a bit. But humble standards, pretty successful mission, pretty successful video so far. So we'll wrap it up, and then we will have a final chapter of the main Protoss story to go. Everybody's all shimmering in gold.
May I honor those who came before me.
Well, you may.
You have surprised my people, Hierarch. They knew little of the bravery of the Templar. Some are even impressed by it. They
The man now, dog.
Alarak. I am honored that they stand with me. They admire your conviction and brutality. And if we are victorious this day, will they continue to stand with me?
If I will it. Yeah,
Now is not the time to muse upon future things. Not when my vengeance awaits.
And we won't have any new stuff for this mission. Everything has been unlocked at this point.
Can you sense the hope, Matriarch?
Can you feel it? They're talking about
If we
hope.
succeed, we will have a new chance to forge the unified society we strove for on Shakuras.
Yeah, right,
We will
whatever.
preserve the traditions of the Nerazim. They will not be forgotten.
It's pronounced Narazim. You've already forgotten.
Maybe. I fear losing our old ways, Artanis. But as we've worked with the Tal'Darim and the Purifiers, I now see that it is inevitable.
It is
Traditions must
inevitable.
change as we do. A day may come when we leave behind the Shadow Walk, just as you have abandoned the Kala and the caste system.
We didn't abandon it. We
That is
just
the
promoted
price we
one
must
guy.
pay to become truly one people.
So I have come to believe.
The Disneyfication of the Protoss is at hand.
You seem troubled by so much loss, Hierarch.
Yeah,
How could
well,
one not be? But the brooding you sense is only concern for the task at hand. To convince our people that they must shed what they hold most sacred.
You convinced me. I, who held the Kala above all else.
well, also
You knew the
circumstances
risk
probably
that
convinced you a
conviction was
bit.
presenting to us.
Indeed. Though I seldom knew his possession, each was horrifying.
He's a weird
I
dude.
bore silent witness to the mockery he made of me. I cannot imagine the suffering they have experienced below. The
Oh, are they
release
conscious of the
must have
fact that
been
they're like
difficult.
murdering other Protoss? That's no fun. It's implied the humans say weird stuff like "your flesh will serve the master," so it seems like they're just uh, mind melted. But I suppose it's possible. Uh, this is probably the best combo. I probably don't be messing with it. It might be smarter to switch from Arbiters to Void Rays, though. Unless I start actually using their abilities like Stasis. But Stasis has limited usefulness since they can't attack, or you can't attack anything that's in Stasis. Um, Part of me is like Void Rays and Carriers, just mixing it up. Part of me is thinking it would be fun to actually go Mothership. And just have a Mothership guarding what it seems to be the weakest of the three areas, which is Carrax's. I did that on normal difficulty and it worked quite well, but you have a lot of flexibility on normal difficulty to do things different ways. You can usually get away with a couple of different approaches on normal difficulty. I got time to think about it. Arbiters were fun, though. Maybe I shouldn't be giving up on them so easily. Void Rays and Carriers together is not much point. They do the same thing, which is that they can both attack ground or air, and they're both in the air. Honestly, I wish it was possible to just do Void Rays and Arbiters. That would actually be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to try Mothership and Void Ray, just for the hell of it.
We are the soul of strength.
Black Hole Traps, sometimes enemy death leads Mothership, are designed for total annihilation. Thermal Lance, Blink teleports the Mothership to a nearby location. The thing about stunning enemies is that they can be shot at, but they can be attacked while they are in that black hole, which is pretty damn powerful. So I could just do one of those and then spam Void Rays everywhere. I really do think that would be a lot of fun. Let's talk to Team Soul overnight here. Intaro, thanks, buddy.
I have been blessed to truly get to know you, Artanis. To call you friend, not just because of memory, but through experience.
I'm not your friend, robot buddy.
It's not yet over, friend Phoenix. If we win this day, know that the glory of building a new civilization lies ahead, and I need you to help me do it.
Okay, sure.
I greatly look forward to, but I no longer wish to be called.
I want to be called Phoenix with a Y. I want to be the artist formerly known as Phoenix.
To choose my own name, it will be Talendar.
Talendar. One who bears a strong heart. A fitting name. So it shall be.
Talendar.
Hierarch, it is done.
The Zelnaga Keystone is ready for deployment.
Indeed.
What are we actually doing with it? I've completely lost the
duration of
plot.
effect still deeply concerns me.
It is our only option. We must believe that there will be enough time to speak reason.
No matter what happens, if we die, we all die Templar. And I thank you for that. For your faith in me.
For basically tearing down my entire cast by saying I could only be worthwhile if I was joined yours cast. That's not how it's meant to be interpreted, folks. I'm being negative.
It is the best I could do in the time allotted. It will have to be enough.
Don't get on my case about this. And I really don't think there's reason to change. I mean, I could get rid of Solar Lance to use something less effective and save. Reconstruction Beam seems really good as long as I'm using a lot of, flyers. Shield Overcharge. The only thing is I could drop I could drop this and get 50, but I don't. I think I'm good with this setup. I think this is good. We saw solar bombardment on screen once. That's enough. Time stop, kind of a weird thing to use in a mission where you're trying to kill time. Last for a long time, but at the same time, you can use it to kill a lot of stuff. But this would be one I could get rid of this and get construction time reduction. Hold on, let's consider that for a minute. 20% does seem like it would add up over the course of a mission. The other thing is that these go away. I don't want to spoil anything, but this last mission, they start taking some of these powers away from you. I think the passives remain, but the actives go away. So I don't know what happens with these, which means it might make sense to... This might make sense, yeah, because I don't know how quickly we start losing control of these abilities. I'm going to throw it on a save either way. And when we come back next time, although we've got epilogue missions to do, next time will be the final mission of the main Legacy of the Void campaign. A mission in which we are going to activate the keystone to break Amon's hold over the Protoss, which is supposed to effectively drive him out of the Protoss and force him into the Void forever. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.